When you look through every draft, there's always a few players who get selected much later than anybody expected. And a perfect example of that in this year's draft is running back J.K. Dobbins. He was one of the most productive players in all of college football last year. He might have been the best running back in all of college football, but he still lasted towards the end of the second round, and the Ravens were shocked when he was on the board at pick number 55. It was a no-brainer to scoop him up at that point, and today we had a chance to catch up with GM Eric DeCosta to talk about the entire draft for an episode of the Lounge podcast, and he said that the fact that Dobbins was available for the Ravens at number 55 is what surprised him more than anything else with this year's draft.
I'd probably say J.K. Dobbins just because, he's a really talented player. I understand some people have, there's so much. It seems like the analytics community is just fascinated with the idea of running backs and what's their value and what's their worth, either in free agency or, in the draft. But, as you just look at the player and you look at his skill set, you look at his production and you look at the level he did it at, and you see the individual position specifics that he has and the critical factors, I would say that I was kind of surprised that he fell down to the 55th pick.
So clearly the Ravens are fired up about Dobbins and really the entire draft class. When you read the pundit grades that are out there about the draft, everyone's giving the Ravens great marks, and I'm sure that members of the Ravens flock are fired up about what these rookies could do in 2020. Now, if you want a full breakdown from DeCosta, then make sure you check out the latest episode of the Lounge podcast. It's a deep dive into the draft, and I hope that you enjoy it. So that's it for me on Final Drive, but thanks for watching. We'll see all of you again tomorrow.